Hare Krishna. Welcome everyone. So Prabhupada, very nice line said, no, I will never die. So this is the most important line of Prabhupada. Reporter asked that, Prabhupada, what will happen to your moment when you die? So Prabhupada said, I will never die. Just see who can speak so boldly. Only personality who is empowered by Krishna. So Prabhupada was empowered by Krishna and Prabhupada is still there. He has not died. He is still there. And we can feel the presence of Prabhupada when we read his books, when we hear his lectures. So I request everyone to kindly, as Janmashtami is coming, the next day, the very next day of Janmashtami is Prabhupada's appearance day. The very next day, today is Janmashtami, tomorrow is Prabhupada's appearance day. So y'all can, if you have not started reading Prabhupada's books are very, very magical, very powerful. It's like you are, associating with directly Krishna. Just like Arjuna is directly associating, asking question from Krishna on the battlefield of Kurukshetra. Similarly, when you read books, you feel that you are directly talking to Krishna. You are directly touching Prabhupada. That feeling you get when you read Bhagavad Gita, when you read any of Prabhupada's books, that potency is being invested in Prabhupada's books. This potency you can never find in any of the so-called spiritual leaders' talk or their write. Whatever they have written, it is not substantial. It is just their imagination. But what Prabhupada has written, it is empowered. If anybody reads that, he gets empowered. So my request to everyone, kindly develop the taste of reading Prabhupada's books. Be it 10 minutes, 15 minutes, doesn't matter. Just touch करो, 15 मिनट पढ़ो आप, फिर देखो कितना मजा आएगा. Instead of reading novels, instead of reading anything else, so many things we are engaged, college की बहुत सारी एक्टिविटी में हमें indulge होते हैं. So it is not denial that आप indulge मत होइए, but you, just like you are proactively involving yourself in so many other activities without any motivation of any other person. You are self-motivated. In the same way, I would request you get that same kind of motivation to read Prabhupada's books. Miracle will happen, miracle. The transformation, the real transformation of the heart you will feel when you will start reading books. And our discussion, this class will support that reading. This is a support. Don't take this class as the main thing. Class is support to Prabhupada's books, because you are reading Prabhupada's books and definitely you will not understand everything. There are many things, many concepts which Prabhupada explained. So to understand that, you require somebody's help, somebody's guidance. You require a person who has already understood. He comes and explains to us. So for that, this class will help you. But the main thing is Prabhupada's book reading. So I request everyone, Aditya, Rakshita, Dheeraj, Harika, Harsh, Rai, Manish, all of you, and even you can inspire. You can sit with your roommate and just like that only, just like you watch movie. I still remember when I came in first semester. So my roommate will watch movie and he will ask me also to join the movie. So I would also go enthusiastically and watch and sit the movie, closing, turning off all the lights and all the three sitters room था, तो तीनों roommates आके बैठ के रात के 10 से 1 बजे तक movie देखते थे. So when we were materialistic, but like this we can do while we are reading Prabhupada's books. So you can just, all your roommates, 3 or 4, how many are there, you can call your friends and just go start reading. And I would say that everybody would love to read Prabhupada's books, and they would love to hear it, because Prabhupada's books are so logically presented and presenting such a logical facts, practical facts, absolute truth, cause of all causes, why we are suffering, why so many problems are there in the life, we are not this body. And Prabhupada gives logic, a scientific support to why we are not this body. So when somebody hears, even atheist hears, he gets enlightened. What is happening? So it is very important. You can sit in the group and read along with your roommates only. And chanting आप करोगे तो हो सकता है roommates आपको mock करे, he may make fun of you, but you can read along with your roommates also. and they would enjoy this reading. So you can just plan like this 10 minutes routine. जब आप dinner करके आ रहे हैं especially, so you can just sit down and read along with your roommates 10 minutes 15 minutes. See, अगर आपने college में ये कर लिया 3 to 4 years, your perception will be completely changed, transformed, and the person which you become after coming from the college, it will be completely transformed, a very different personality altogether compared to all others which are going to pass out from your college. Your view of seeing the world, your outlook towards the world, your perspective of seeing the world will be completely changed, will be completely different from others. That miracle is there in Prabhupada's book. So make this reading habit a main thing, and our attending the class is support, and then you see what happens in your life. Okay, so now we'll come to our Bhagavad Gita 7th chapter. Today we are going to end this 7th chapter, the knowledge of the absolute truth, and tomorrow we'll start 8th chapter. So we'll start with prayers. Namo Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashyatya Deshatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha नंद गोप कुमाराय गोविंदाय नमो नमः तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे श्री कृष्ण बलराम की जय, श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय, निताई गौरांग की जय। So कल हम लोगों ने देखा था कि who are these 4 kinds of people who come to Krishna. So हमने देखा कि ध्रुव महाराज, गजेंद्र, है ना, and we saw this photo yesterday. So we understood about Gajendra also, कि गजेंद्र कैसे बचा, भगवान आके उसको प्रोटेक्ट किए, एंड देन ध्रुव महाराज कैसे अपनी डिजायर्स, मटेरियल डिजायर्स फुलफिल किए. So therefore it is suggested in Bhagavad Gita by Krishna that even if you want material desires, no, अकामवा सर्व कामवा मोक्ष काम उदारदि तीव्रेण भक्ति योगेन यजेत पुरुषा परम. Even if you're full of desires, even if you want mukti, even if you want bhakti, whatever you want, akama sarakama moksha kama udaradi tivrena bhakti, you come to Krishna only. Don't go to any demigods. What will happen if you go to demigods? Krishna explains in 7th chapter itself from verse number 20. So before that, we'll see one video, very nice video, small clip. I would request everyone to watch this. Request everyone to watch this.
Why we need material happiness? Life is like this it goes. Even if you live 100 years, like this it goes. If you are 35 years old, you just see how fast 35 years have gone. It is nothing. 1 year is 52 weeks. Why we need material happiness? Life is like this it goes. Weeks. Even if you live 100 years, like this it goes. You live another 40 years. If you are 35 years old, you just see how fast 35 years have gone. And you know how fast the week goes. It is nothing. Not millions of weeks. Countable. 1 year is 52 to 40. Why that many weeks material only. Happiness. Life is like this it goes. Weeks. Even if you live 100 years, like to 52 weeks. And you know how fast the week goes. Not millions of weeks. Countable. 52 into 40. That many weeks only. In this body, life is over. Every moment we are dying. Every day sun rises, sun sets, you are dying. A baby is dying, old man is dying, old woman is dying. Everybody is approaching one destination. Death. Devotees are approaching one destination, Krishna. Karmis are approaching one destination called death. Not that they like to die, but they have to face death. Devotees are not attached to anything because they know everything belongs to Krishna. This is just a drama. I shift from one drama to another drama. But karmis don't have that knowledge. They get so much pain at the time of death. For them, everything, life is everything. This life is everything. They do not know anything beyond this body. If you tell them you are the soul, so where is the soul? They say, I cannot see. If you tell them you are the hand, okay, I am the hand. If you told them you are the leg, you are the soul, no, you don't understand. So those who understand that they are the Dehi in this Deha, in the next chapter you will see this fundamental teaching. The difference between matter and spirit. Where Krishna says you kill them, if you view your battlefield, you cannot kill the soul. You are not killing the soul. The soul is unchanged and you are the soul. You have a purpose. Your soul has a sole purpose for being in this body. But in this material world, especially in this Kali Yuga, people who are even in the human form of life, they do not know the purpose of the soul. They only think that the purpose of the body. Purpose of the body also they don't understand beyond body. Purpose of the body is for the body. I have to eat for the body to satisfy the body. I have to protect the body in order to preserve my body. They do not think that I have to protect the body, I have to maintain the body, I have to do all this because I have to achieve something during the journey from birth to death in this body. Therefore, this body is important. This body is required to be maintained properly with proper cultivation, with proper cleanliness, eating, sleeping, all these things. I have to provide to this body. With that mentality, if you run this body, then Krishna is very pleased in the heart. But if you are in illusion that I am this body, I have to eat the fruits of this body is not to be used as, it's not our bodily senses are not our own senses.
Hare Krishna. Subscribe to our channel and press
Okay, so very nicely Prabhu explained that the purpose of the body is not to satisfy the body. The purpose of the body is to go beyond the body, to achieve something which is eternal. So therefore we satisfy the demands of the body. We eat, we sleep, we take bath, we clean, we do everything. Like materialistic people, we do everything, but not for keeping the body fit, so that I can enjoy this bodily necessities, bodily sense gratification. No, we maintain everything. We keep ourselves very clean, very nice, very fit, stout, strong, so that we can achieve something which is beyond body. What is that? What is that? Yeah, the abode of Krishna, Golok Vrindavan. That is the purpose. So, and fortunately, we have got that understanding. So, therefore, our position is very, very glorious. We have to realize this. See here in this picture, if you want to just figure out what is happening, then here you will see Prabhupada is translating books, and in front of Prabhupada, the book which is open, Krishna is there. The Krishna, same Krishna who is there in the Golok of Vrindavan is standing, same Krishna is here present while Prabhupada is translating. So therefore Prabhupada says, whenever I translate, this is not my own words. These are not my own knowledge created by my mind. This knowledge is given directly by Krishna to me. Krishna comes, he sits beside me and he dictates, you write like this. Prabhupada many times says that these books, what I have written, these are not my words. These are the words dictated by Krishna. Therefore, even I take pleasure to read my own books. Many times devotees would encounter the situation that where Prabhupada is reading his own book, Krishna book Prabhupada is reading. Because Prabhupada would say then, these books are not written by me. Krishna has dictated me. These are the words of Krishna. Okay, so now Krishna will explain demigod worship. 7.20. So Krishna says that those whose minds are distorted by material desires surrender to demigods and follow the particular. So by the way, Krishna is trying to say that those whose knowledge is stolen by material desires, they worship demigods. In one line, we should not. Krishna is condemning demigod worship. Why? Because here, see, very important, sensitive point. Krishna is condemning demigod worship, not the demigods. People misunderstand this point and they start criticizing Prabhupada. What they would say? They would say that Prabhupada and ISKCON, they all are very, very critic to demigods, Durga, Kali, Saraswati, Lakshmi. No, we are not at all critical. We are more worship, we are more respectable and we have more respect towards them than their own devotee. You see, Durga Chalisa, whatever, Saraswati Puja, Durga Puja जब लगता है तो क्या होता है? The devotees of Mother Durga, they are playing filmy songs and dancing, drinking and dancing. But at least when we go to demigod temple like Mother Durga, Durga Puja or Saraswati Puja, we go with the full mind of devotion and with awe and reverence. We don't go in the mood of contamination and asking from them all material things and in a bad situation and drinking and singing the movie song. No, at least we are better devotees of Mother Durga than their own devotees. But people misunderstand because we condemn demigod worship. Therefore, and because Krishna has condemned demigod worship, there is a reason. You will see that why Krishna has condemned. कृष्णा ने यहाँ बोला जो डेमीगॉड्स दे आपको सप्लाई कर रहे हैं एक्चुअली में मैं ही सप्लाई करता हूँ डेमीगॉड्स कुछ सप्लाई नहीं नथिंग इज इन द कंट्रोल ऑफ डेमीगॉड्स because ultimately I am the controller but because I am situated in demigod's heart and I am situated in worshipper's heart so I understand both the desires I understand that this worshipper of this particular demigod wants this particular thing so Krishna facilitates that and then demigod blesses you otherwise directly demigods they are not having power to bestow you this is Krishna who is doing facilitating and this Krishna has created this is law and this system Krishna has created कि अगर कोई डेमिगॉड के पास जाएगा वर्शिप करेगा तो डेमिगॉड्स देंगे बट डेमिगॉड्स अपने से नहीं दे रहे हैं डेमिगॉड्स को कृष्णा ने एम्पावर किया फ्रॉम कृष्णा दे आर टेकिंग एंड गिविंग यू yeah here it is very important because men of small intelligence worship the demigods and their fruits are limited and temporary यहाँ पर आंसर दे रहे हैं कृष्णा कि हमें डेमिगॉड की वर्शिप क्यों नहीं करनी चाहिए क्योंकि उनका जो रिजल्ट है उनसे जो फ्रूट्स मिलेगा वो लिमिटेड है टेम्परेरी है and that result is associated with this body only when you leave the body all the results are left behind you cannot continue along with your soul but when you worship Krishna even for material desires one day what will happen you will become purified by worshipping Krishna just like Dhruva Maharaj approached Krishna for material desire so there is no harm in approaching Krishna with material desires Krishna mujhe ye de do Krishna mujhe wo no problem you approach Krishna but slowly your desires will be purified and it will be fulfilled also not that it will not be fulfilled it will be fulfilled and it will be purified also but so there is a chance of purification in Krishna worship you will come to the understanding that I am not this body, I am spirit soul. I have to go back to Krishna. Nothing belongs to me. All the results are temporary. So why should I be conscious of temporary things. But this will not happen in demigod worship. Demigod worship, you will be always remain attached to material things which are temporary. So therefore Krishna is here saying, he is urging us, sensitize kar rahe hain Krishna, demigod worship mat karo, because of this reason. Not that Krishna is saying that you hate demigods. No. Ultimately, everything is being controlled by demigods only. Here you see sun god, moon god, rain god, and all these things are supplied by them only. It's like, prime minister is there and there are different departmental ministers. So if you pay tax to president, prime minister, then you don't have to separately pay tax to all the different departments. You pay one time tax, and all that whatever you have paid, it will be divided into different departments naturally, because you have satisfied the prime minister, so all the ministers are naturally satisfied. So this is what the understanding is. Now here Krishna says, this is to slash the Mayavadi understanding. Many people, they say that Krishna is not a person, Krishna is energy, but when he comes here, he takes form like us. The form which we have taken, this made of flesh, bone, urine, mucus, blood, and all those things. So Mayavadis are spiritualists only. Mayavadis are not atheists. Atheists are different, Mayavadis are different. Please इसको अच्छे से केयरफुली नोट करिएगा. जब मैं मायावादी बोलता हूँ या प्रभुपाद मायावादी बोलते हैं, तो जनरली हम लोग बिगिनिंग में जो नियोफाइट स्टूडेंट्स होते हैं, जो रीडिंग करते हैं, उनको लगता है मायावादी मीन्स जो माया में है, जो भक्ति नहीं करते हैं, जो वो स्पिरिचुअल एक्टिविटी में नहीं है. यस, मायावादी माया में है, बट वो भक्ति प्रोसेस में है, वो भक्ति स्पिरिचुअलिटी प्रैक्टिस कर रहे हैं, बट गलत अंडरस्टैंडिंग के साथ. क्या अंडरस्टैंडिंग उनकी? वो समझते हैं कि कृष्णा भी हमारे जैसे हैं. कृष्णा का जो फॉर्म ये इस फोटो में आप देख रहे हैं, ये फॉर्म हमारे जैसा ही फॉर्म है. और ओरिजिनली में कृष्णा जो है ऊर्जा है, एनर्जी है, ब्रह्म ज्योति. एवरीथिंग इज ब्रह्म ज्योति, एंड दैट ब्रह्म ज्योति व्हेन इट कम्स इन दिस मटेरियल वर्ल्ड, it takes form of Ram, Krishna, Vishnu, and different forms, Narsimha, Vara. These are different forms of that Brahma Jyoti. Originally, absolute truth is Brahman, and we are also Brahman. We are also part of that Brahman. When this body is finished, when we leave this body, we also go and merge with that Brahman. This is Mayavadi philosophy. This is very dangerous philosophy. This is not at all the understanding, correct understanding. So that's what here Krishna is saying. Unintelligent men who do not know me perfectly think that I, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna was impersonal before, and have now assumed this personality. Due to their small knowledge, they do not know my higher nature, which is imperishable and supreme. See, this 24th verse is very nice verse to defeat people who say that everything is Brahman. कृष्णा का कोई फॉर्म नहीं है, निर्गुण निराकार ब्रह्म. आपने ये स्टेटमेंट सुना होगा बहुत, एटलीस्ट हिंदुस्तान में तो खूब सुनेंगे आप. एक हिंदुस्तान की फैमिली, टिपिकल ब्राह्मण फैमिली और स्पिरिचुअल फैमिली, स्पेशली नॉर्थ इंडिया में, उनकी अंडरस्टैंडिंग यही है कि जो ब्रह्म है वो निर्गुण निराकार है, उसका कोई साकार नहीं, उसका कोई आकार नहीं है, वो सगुण नहीं है, उसके अंदर कोई क्वालिटीज नहीं है. वो निर्गुण निराकार ब्रह्म सगुण साकार रूप में इस धरती पर अवतार लेता है. कृष्ण, राम एंड वराह एंड नरसिम्हा इस अलग अलग रूपों में अवतार लेता है. ये बिल्कुल गलत है, ये एकदम ऑफेंसिव स्टेटमेंट. यहाँ कृष्णा उस ऐसे लोगों को, Krishna is giving a tight slap on the ears of such people. Here, 7th verse, 7th chapter, verse number 24. You can note down this verse, and you will encounter such people who speak like this. So आप ये वाला वर्स हमेशा कोट करना, 7.24. कृष्णा इसमें बोल रहे हैं जिनके पास बुद्धि नहीं है, अनइंटेलिजेंट. देखो तीन चीज, डेमीगॉड वर्शिपर्स को तो बोले लेस इंटेलिजेंट, चलो ठीक है वो लेस इंटेलिजेंट, लेकिन जो ऐसा बोलता है वो तो अनइंटेलिजेंट है, उसके बुद्धि नहीं, बुद्धिहीन व्यक्ति है वो. ठेठ भाषा में बुद्धिहीन, नो बुद्धि. सो अनइंटेलिजेंट में डू नॉट नो मी, दे थिंक दैट कृष्णा तो पहले ऊर्जा थे, अव्यक्त थे, अभी व्यक्त रूप में आए हैं. तो ये गलत अंडरस्टैंडिंग बिल्कुल है, इसको नहीं एक्सेप्ट करना हमें. So therefore Krishna says, I am never manifest to the foolish and unintelligent. For them I am covered by my internal potency, and therefore they do not know that I am unborn and infallible. सो कृष्णा कवर कर लेते हैं ऐसे लोगों से अपने आप, योग माया से अपने आप को कवर कर लेते हैं और हम कृष्णा को देख नहीं सकते. बट दोज हु आर डिवोटीज, दोज whose eyes are anointed with love, संतः सदैव हृदयेषु विलोकयन्ति यम श्याम सुंदरम अचिन्त्य गुण स्वरूपम गोविंदमादि पुरुषम तमहम भजामि. Those who are devotees of Krishna, they constantly see Krishna, the beautiful Shyam Sundar form of Krishna, always, just like Prabhupada, Mirabai, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is Krishna himself, and all the Goswamis, 6 Goswamis, all the great devotees, they were always seeing Krishna because their eyes are anointed with love. Unless we are having love for Krishna, we cannot see Krishna. So we require qualification to see Krishna. But if we are agnostic, we are atheist, we are Mayavadi, then Krishna will cover himself. Because Krishna says, no, 4th chapter हम लोगों ने पढ़ा, ये यथा माम प्रपद्यन्ते, जो जिस मूड में आता है कृष्णा उसको उस मूड में रेसिप्रोकेट करते हैं. कोई बोलता है हाँ ये तो मंदिर में जो ये 2 मूर्तियां खड़ी हैं कृष्ण बलराम की, ये तो मूर्ति है, ये तो पत्थर हैं. कृष्णा बोलेंगे हाँ ठीक है, आई एम पत्थर फॉर यू. बट उसी मंदिर में कृष्ण बलराम के सामने एक भक्त भी आया है, वो बोल रहा नहीं नहीं ये तो कृष्ण बलराम साक्षात है, एंड ही इज ऑफरिंग प्रेयर विथ फुल इमोशन एंड फीलिंग. कृष्णा विल रेसिप्रोकेट हिम, yes, I am there for you, present there. So Krishna reciprocates according to your understanding and your faith. How you have faith, put faith on the Lord, in that same way Krishna will reciprocate. That is the spiritual dynamics which we have to understand. This dynamics people don't understand. Okay, so this we have already discussed. Video will skip. So here Krishna says that I know everything, past, present, future, but you don't know because you change this body. Krishna knows everything. Vedaham samtitani vartamanani cha arjuna bhavishyani cha bhutani mam cho vedna kasyana. फिर कृष्णा बोल रहे, ओ शाइन ऑफ भरत, ओ कॉन्करर ऑफ द फोर, ऑल लिविंग एंटिटीज आर born into delusion, bewildered by dualities arising from desire and hate. So this verse explains that how we fell into this material world. Because we developed desire to enjoy independent of Krishna in the spiritual world. Originally, we all belong to spiritual world. Yes, we all are parts and parcels of Krishna, and we all are there in the spiritual world. But because we developed desire to enjoy independent of Krishna, Iksha Dvesha, we developed desire, and then Dvesha developed towards Lord. So we fell down into this material world. And now here we are entrapped by 3 modes of material nature. So here in verse number 27, Krishna explains that why we fell down in this material. Many times people question, अरे भगवान इतने निर्दयी हैं, उनको क्या दया नहीं आती, इतना मिजरेबल वर्ल्ड बनाया, यहाँ पर तो मिजरीज ही मिजरीज है, यहाँ तो खोजने से भी खुशी नहीं मिलती. Yes, कृष्णा ने बनाया because you realize that this world is not the place of living. This is the reformatory center. जैसे कोई बोले यार जेल कैसा बनाया गवर्नमेंट ने, यार जेल में इतना प्रॉब्लम. हाँ, जेल का पर्पज ही है प्रॉब्लम क्रिएट करना, जिससे कि आप समझे, सुधरे, एंड यू कम बैक आउट टू फ्री वर्ल्ड वेयर यू शुड नॉट डू एनी क्रिमिनल एक्टिविटी, है ना. सो जेल को जेल नहीं बोलते, जेल को रिफॉर्मेटरी सेंटर बोलते हैं. Jail is meant to reform the people's bad habits and reform them and convert them into a good citizen, law-abiding citizen, so that when they come out in the free world, free society, they should live very nicely without breaking any law. In the same way, so you cannot expect a very cozy life, very beautiful life, peaceful life in the jail. In the same way, this world, material world, is jail. Krishna says this is Durga. इसलिए इसकी मालकिन है दुर्गा, इसको दुर्ग बोला जाए. दुर्ग मीन्स जेल. ये मटीरियल जेल है, जेल. तो इसको बनाया ही पर्पसफुली कृष्ण ने बनाया, सो दैट यू सफर हियर इन दिस मटीरियल वर्ल्ड. सो वील रियलाइज कि यार कहाँ खुशी कहाँ है, बिकॉज सोल का नेचर है तो एंजॉयमेंट ढूंढना. We are always looking for enjoyment because we have experience of enjoyment in the spiritual world, but we left the spiritual world. We wanted to enjoy independent of Krishna. So Krishna sent here in this material world. Okay, you want to practice independent nature? Here you practice, but rest assured you will not be happy. So therefore Krishna has given us the scriptures also, so that we can understand what is our position, where we belong to, and why we are suffering. All those knowledge we can get through the scriptures. And when we read Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, so we get all those understanding. Then we practice, reform ourselves from this desires, contaminated desires which we have carried in our mind. We want to be Lord. We want to be center of attraction. We want to attract the attention of everyone by holding some power position. That's why we want some position, power in the college, and so that we may learn something and we may do good to here, and we may become center of attraction. Many times we study hard, and we want to get good marks so that people get attracted, especially in the class girls may get attracted. They will come and ask from you, oh, how you solve this. So we want to get center of attraction, and we want to attract the attention of people. So why this disease? Because we want to lord over, we want to take the position of Krishna. Krishna is center of attraction. Krishna attracts the attention of everyone. So we also want to become Krishna. Therefore, we are here in this material world. The only crime what we have committed is we want to become the Lord, center of attraction. We want to replace Krishna, and we want to be the center of attraction point, so that people should get attracted to me. So therefore, we are put here in this material world. So now we have to reform our this consciousness, this contaminated consciousness which we have carried since time immemorial. Since time immemorial means you cannot trace when you fell down. Since time immemorial, we are suffering to this material world. But by great fortune of by great fortune of Krishna and Prabhupada, we have got these blessings that we are chanting Hare Krishna mantra, and we have a very good spiritual master Srila Prabhupada, who is bona fide authorized. So let us engage in the service of Krishna under the guidance of Srila Prabhupada, and reform ourselves, reform these contaminated desires to become the center of attraction, to be Lord, and enjoy the results. And once we are purified, we'll go back to Krishna. So here Krishna says, persons who have acted piously in previous lives and in this life whose sinful actions are completely eradicated and freed from dualities of delusion, they engage themselves in my service with determination. So then we can serve Krishna very nicely. When we are free from all sinful activities and we are fully pure, then we can, with great determination, we can serve Krishna and go back to Krishna. So okay, with this we'll stop. Now that's how 7th chapter gets over. And tomorrow onwards, we'll discuss 8th chapter. Tomorrow we'll take a quick recap of 7th chapter. Next day tomorrow we'll take 8th chapter. Okay, thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.